Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Bachelorette Jenn Tran on verge of tears. What happened? Bachelorette Jenn Tran is officially out of Los Angeles and living in Miami to finish up her physician's assistant degree. Prior to leaving California, rumors were flying for months that she and Dancing with the Stars pro Sasha Farber were in a relationship. Neither have confirmed it, but their posts about one another tell a different story. Now, Jenn went to social media to share that she was on the verge of tears. Is she okay, and what happened? Keep reading to get all the details. Bachelorette Jenn Tran nearly crying Monday. What is wrong? Bachelorette Jenn Tran finally ended her long break away from school and went back last month. She is living in Miami and determined this time to finish her degree to be a physician's assistant. She promised her mom no more breaks until it was complete. She shares a little about her training, and up until now, things have seemed to be great. In fact, she noted in a previous interview that most of the patients she sees do not even know she was the Bachelorette. Previously, Jenn has said how much she loves being in healthcare. While attending school, she has to go through various rotations in different specialty areas. This will help her decide if there is a specific area she wants to focus on or if she will be a general practice physician's assistant. Today, she started training in a new area. Jenn Tran went to Instagram stories to share that she has had a very rough Monday. Along with a selfie in an elevator, she said, "Was literally on the verge of tears all day. I just started a new rotation at internal medicine and had the worst day. Happy Monday to me." So far, that is all she said about what went wrong. Some fans noted that in a snap they had heard her mention this was an interesting place she was going to be at for her next rotation. What is everyone saying about Jenn's post? Fans went to social media to discuss Bachelorette Jenn Tran's bad day. Everyone was very encouraging and supportive of her. Here is what some fans said. "Aw, poor Jenn. Hope her day gets better and she has a better rest of the week. Aw, I'm so sad for her. But I hope she remembers that this rotation is only temporary. I'm sure she'll have a long FaceTime with Sasha where he can put things in perspective and cheer her up. Aw, and missing her boyfriend and dogs makes it worse. I just know Sasha going to call her and cheer her up. It's always tough starting somewhere new, especially with her career trajectory in medicine. Sending her all the good vibes. It seems everyone remains convinced that they are a couple still. If they are, do you think they can survive a long-distance relationship? What do you think about Jenn's bad day and all her fans' reactions? Do you think Sasha will swoop in and make her feel better?" The cameras rolled as the golden California sun dipped below the horizon, casting a glow over the Bachelorette mansion that felt more surreal than romantic. Jenn Tran, once radiating confidence and playful wit, now sat quietly on the edge of a rose-petal-strewn bench, lips quivering, her composure unraveling as emotions swelled just beneath the surface. Fans had seen glimpses of her softer side before, her vulnerability tucked behind bold cocktail dresses and infectious laughter. But tonight was different. This was raw, real. Jenn Tran was on the verge of tears, and Bachelor Nation was left breathless, clutching their metaphorical pearls and wine glasses. What on earth had happened? A perfect night, until it wasn't. The evening had begun like any other fairy tale installment of The Bachelorette. Jenn was dazzling in a sleek, emerald green gown that shimmered as she floated from group date to one-on-one. The men were more polished than ever, vying for her attention with everything from spontaneous poetry slams to rooftop serenades. But while the energy was light and flirtatious, Jenn's mind wasn't fully there. The sparkle in her eye had dimmed ever so slightly. She was going through the motions, but something weighed heavy on her heart. It was during a quiet, one-on-one dinner with Devin, the charming dental student, with a smile that could calm any storm, when the dam nearly burst. "I feel like people are here for the wrong reasons," Jenn confessed, her voice barely above a whisper. "And I can't always tell who's being real." Devin reached for her hand, but she gently pulled away, looking out into the distance. I'm just scared of being someone's stepping stone, she continued, blinking fast to keep the tears at bay. The first Asian Bachelorette. It's like, am I here because I'm someone's dream girl or because I check off a diversity box? The pressure of representation. Jenn Tran isn't just any Bachelorette. She's a trailblazer, the first Asian American woman to lead the franchise. And with that history-making role came immense pressure, representation, perception, protection of her heart and her culture. Fans had celebrated her casting, but Jenn quickly realized the weight of breaking barriers. Every date, every conversation, every rose ceremony felt magnified. Was she being too emotional? Too strong? Not Asian enough? Too Asian? The noise from social media seeped into her psyche. There were tweets dissecting her makeup, her diction, her choice of suitors. There were think pieces written before she even handed out her first rose. But no one had paused to ask Jenn how she felt in all of this. Until now. A whisper that broke her. As the evening wore on, the mansion buzzed with gossip. Someone, still unknown, had muttered a comment behind closed doors that was both careless and cunning. A producer later revealed the microphone picked it up. Jenn's just trying to look woke for the cameras. The words hit Jenn like a sucker punch. She had poured her heart into this journey, not to check a box, not to play a role, but to find love. Real love. And now someone questioned her intentions. She found herself alone by the pool later that night, microphone still clipped, eyes red and makeup smudged. I can't fake this, she whispered to no one and everyone. I'm giving this everything I've got. And I'm scared I'll leave here more broken than when I came. A tear finally slid down her cheek. And just like that, the viewers watching at home, those who had cheered her on, those who had doubted her, and even those who had never seen themselves on this show before, felt it. The pain, the vulnerability, the humanity. Jenn wasn't just a Bachelorette. She was every woman who'd been misunderstood, underestimated, or overlooked. She was every daughter who tried to make her parents proud while staying true to herself. She was every girl who dared to love out loud in a world that wanted to silence her. A rallying cry. The following morning, Jenn surprised the production team by requesting an all-cast meeting. It was unprecedented, but she insisted. Gathered in the mansion's rose garden, she stood in front of the remaining men, her voice steady but her eyes still rimmed with emotion. I'm not here for a storyline. I'm not here for optics. I'm here because I believe in love. I believe that someone in this group sees me, not a symbol, not a headline, but me. She paused, letting the silence linger. And if you're not here for that, please walk away now. No one moved. But something shifted. Suddenly, walls began to crumble. Later that week, contestants began opening up in ways they hadn't before. One admitted his fear of inadequacy. Another spoke about his parents' disapproval of interracial relationships. A third apologized directly to Jenn for not understanding the gravity of her journey. Jenn's emotional breaking point had sparked a new kind of fire, not just in herself, but in the entire season. It was no longer just about romantic helicopter rides or competitive group dates. It was about truth, growth, healing. What's next for Jenn? As promos for next week's episode flashed across the screen, fans were promised a shocking exit, a steamy hot tub confession, and another mysterious arrival. But more importantly, they were left knowing Jenn wasn't just surviving this process, she was reshaping it. Jenn Tran may have nearly broken down, but from the edge of tears, she built a bridge, one that Bachelor Nation is now proudly walking across with her. And if this journey ends in love, true, seen, soul-deep love, it won't just be a win for Jenn. It'll be a win for every heart that's ever dared to beat louder than the noise.